Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing steaks again on our ammo can grill. So delicious. So I think that this grill is nice and hot. I can't hold my hand over it for more than a second or two, and so that tells me it's probably right around 550 to 600 degrees. My butter is nice and melted down and sitting next to it, so it's ready. It's ready to go for the steps later on in the cook. So I'm going to go ahead and get my steaks stuck on there. We're going to do one at a time because I want this heat to be perfect. I want the sear on these to be perfect. And so I'm going to do these one at a time, and we're going to start right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these steaks started. These aren't very thick, so these aren't going to go on for the minute and 45 seconds like normal. We're just going to do a solid minute between each turn on these, and then finish off with a temperature probe. So at this point we're going to pop it because we don't want to rip it, and we're going to turn it all the way around this way. Put it back down. We're going to go for another minute. Okay, so 1 minute is up. We're going to go ahead and pop it again, and we're going to flip it all the way over, and let's go ahead and put it down the opposite way it was just facing. Press it. One more minute. Now at this point, this is where the deliciousness comes in. Let's give this butter, the seasoned butter, a stir, and let's dab it on top. Just dabbing it on there. We'll do it again when we spin it here in just under 1 minute. So we're gonna go ahead and pop it up again, pop, and turn it the other direction. Let's go ahead and clean this off, just because it's getting quite a bit of goodness on it, and we don't want it to burn in any flavors. So we want sear marks, not burnt flavor, right? All right. So for our last minute on there, we're gonna go ahead and get some butter on it. You can hear the kids playing in the background. You get some butter on it, and that's seasoned butter. We don't want to wipe any seasoning off when we put that butter on there, but we are going to get some butter on there. We're going to let that sit for about 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to start hitting it with a meat probe. Go ahead and hit this with a meat probe. Our internal temp's sitting at 108, 107, 108. And so here in about 20 seconds, we'll check that again. And once it hits about 125, 130, I'll go ahead and pull it off and let it rest over there on the plate. 125. Exactly. We'll pull this bad boy off, and we're going to set that on the plate to rest, and we're going to scrub this off real fast. Let these heat back up. for about a minute, and then throw our second steak on board. All right, so let's go ahead and get this other steak on top. Nice and pressed down. Alright, so it's been the last minute. Let's see what our internal temperature is, and it's sitting right at 120, 121, 122. I'm going to let it sit to the count of 10. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull her off. Got her sitting on the plate here. We're gonna go ahead and do the last bit of butter on here and let all this sit under some foil for 10 minutes. 10! Freaking 10! And we'll be back to slice and taste. So we cooked our ribeye steaks backyard style. We put a little SPG plus on it from Lone Star Barbecue rubs, and we stuck it on our grill grates. We did 1 minute, twisted 1 minute, flipped it 1 minute, twisted 1 minute, and on those last 2 minutes we dabbed it with our seasoned butter. So we took it off. Our internal temperature was about 125, maybe a little higher on one of them, and we stuck it on a plate, covered it up, and let it rest. We've let it rest about 10 to 15 minutes. We don't want it to get cold, but we also want those juices to reabsorb inside those steaks. Remember, this is going to be a steak that you're serving your friends, your family, and this isn't a competition steak, like I said earlier, but this is something that you are really, really going to enjoy. Oh man, those look so good. Remember, these aren't as thick as normal. Usually we'll cook 1.25 inch steak. These were only about 3/4 of an inch thick. So let's take, you see that spinalis? Let's go ahead and take and cut right down the middle. I don't know if the light and the camera is going to work to pick up that color very well for you. So I'm going to take a slice out of the middle of it and let's try it out. It's tender. I love the charcoal flavor that B&B lump charcoal gives us in our Ammo Can grill. That buttery, savory flavor of the seasonings. 10 out of 10. This is what you pay $20 to $25 for at a steak restaurant. So delicious. Make sure, again, you like, you comment, you subscribe, all those things, because that helps us to make content for you. And stay tuned for this weekend's rib cook that I'm going to be doing right here on the old Ugly Drum smoker. This is Brisket Medic. Drink more water.